everybody. Welcome back to SGU Uncut. We are in week 2 of our series, Thieves of Joy, our new series for our new year. Last week we talked about self-criticism with Christina, how to battle that and find the joy in that situation. Today, I'm joined by Max Corcoran. You have that kind of name where you just you flow. Max Corcoran, like Harry Styles. Max Corcoran.
Never heard that one before. I've gotten compliments on my first name, but I've never heard that before. So.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit? Who you are, how you came to Nativity, what you're doing now?
Yeah. So, my dad is Tom Corcoran. If you don't recognize the last name, so I've just been here at Nativities for as long as I can remember. He worked here even before I was born, so it's just natural that I came to be here. And I think it was 3 when I actually started helping around.
3 years.
I was one of the first ops team members. I was, helped around following Jay Gulcher, if you all know who he is, and some of the older building custodians and whatnot. So I've just been here my whole life. Nativity has felt more like a second home, sometimes even a first home. I know the in or outs of this whole building, so just so that's how I came to Nativity. And then right now I'm enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, stationed at North Carolina Camp Lejeune, and I'm here for Christmas. So
I'm glad we got you on your break to get in the podcast.
I'm glad to be here. Always willing to do anything with Nativity. I just love Nativity. So.
It's awesome. Me too. But anyways, this is Max, and we are in week 2 of Thieves of Joy, and today we are talking about worry. We all have worries in our lives, from school to work, relationships. There's something to worry about all the time. What is your biggest worry, either now or in your past?
So definitely some of my biggest worries in the past have been I'll always be a disappointment, or always let people down, especially God and what he has planned for me, and that I'll fail him, or I'll fail my family, or I'll just fail everyone in general, and that I worry that I'm not going to be who they want me to be, or I'll live up to they want me to be. So.
That's a heavy worry. That's something that can weigh on your heart. How does it feel for you when you have that worry?
It feels very stressful. It lets out a lot of fear, and becomes anxiety, and it weighs you down. It stresses you out. It becomes a hindrance. It doesn't help in any way. It's not good.
Yeah. Like you said, it becomes an anxiety. It grows and it grows and it grows until we can't hold on to it anymore. It becomes too big for us to handle. Do you witness that growing in your worries? Do your worries grow until you can't handle them anymore?
Yes.
Or have they?
They have. Definitely when I was in high school, I was very worried about my grades and making sure that I was impressing everyone, like my teachers, my dad, and I didn't really think I was doing as good as it become, because it definitely became to the point where I was too scared to do anything. It was just hard to live. I would sometimes break down, and I would just cry because I thought I was failing everyone, and just got to the point where I really wasn't getting anywhere. And then one thing that kind of helped was I found one of my favorite quotes is "Be a warrior, not a worrier."
I love that.
So, and then it helped, and then just going through boot camp definitely helped, because I would just place every day. I would just say, "God, I place my life in your hands, and thy will be done," and just let him take control of the day, and that definitely helped.
Letting God take control. That's how you handle the thief of joy. Thief of joy is worry. You handle it by turning it over to God. And we have a Bible verse for you to handle that. That was a good transition. Nice job.
Thank you.
From Peter, it says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." If we throw all our anxiety on God, because he cares for us, he will take care of it. He will control the situation. God is this all-powerful being, and he made this world, and he can help us through the world because of that, and because of all his power and love for us. He gives us the peace, hope, and joy that we need because he cares for us. Does this verse bring you that peace or joy or comfort you in any way?
It does comfort, because this isn't just not one example, but throughout the Bible, there's always the word "fear not" or "worry not," and even Jesus was saying "fear not," because it's just like one of my favorite examples of that would be when he's in the boat and it's in the storm, And all his disciples wake him up, and they're like, "How can you be sleeping when we're all about to die?" And he's like, "You, O ye of little faith." Like, at this point, Jesus, he's already shown so much. He's already proven that he can do literally anything, and they're worrying that they're gonna die, and he's not really giving a care. And then he just waves his hand, and the storm goes away. And then it's just like, it's examples like that to show that even Jesus didn't worry. Like, he knew that God was in control of anything, that he could just, like, nothing could harm him. Like, nothing, like, he didn't worry about a single thing. Even when he was going to he's going to Golgotha and Calvary, he was in great pain, but he still didn't worry. He knew God would help him, and he had everything in control. He probably even knew that he was going to resurrect, and he didn't even worry then.
Yep.
So.
Those are great examples. And like you said, the resurrecting thing, there's this one quote from Father Michael, our pastor, who he talks about the same kind of thing. There's all these examples in the Bible, and one of them, Father Michael says, is you have a future of hope, because if God can raise his son from the dead, he can resurrect your career, he can resurrect your finances, he can resurrect your health and your strength, he can lift you out of the mundane and merely ordinary to what could be and should be, beyond your current circumstances or immediate problems, to his vision for your life. He rose his son from the freaking dead. Like, that's amazing. You can't do that. That's a miracle. So, of course, he can take whatever your worries are, whatever your anxieties are, your struggles, and lift you out of them, your career, your finances, your health and your strength, anything, relationships, whatever you are worrying about. If you don't think you're good enough, he can take that worry away from you, because he rose from the dead. He's proven it before, and he will do it again. Beyond whatever your current circumstances or immediate problems are, he'll lift you out of them to his vision, what you're meant to do, what he made you to do. We can call on him to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thinking about this message, what does joy look like for you now that you know that in your worries?
That's a tough one, but without worry, I would say you're more confident. You're standing tall, with your head held high, and well, you're not worrying, but you're just, you know that God has it in control, and that he won't let anything bad happen to you, or anything evil happen to you, because you're strong in him, and you're confident that he is with you, and just standing tall, like I said, standing tall and confident.
I love the word confident for that, having confidence in God. That's all it is, relying on him, trusting him, having that faith. It goes back to the Bible verses you're saying, you have little faith. Well, we have faith, and we will rely on God, and he will take control and lift us out, take us away from that thief of joy of worry into his vision for our life. Do you have a practice or anything you do to stay with that joy?
Yes. Every day before I go to work, I say a prayer, and it goes, Lord, I do not know what will happen today. I don't know what you have in store for me, but I am going to do as you require, and let everything you want to happen, for thy will be done. So
I love that. I'm going to quote that, put that in the leader guide. Everyone needs to hear that again. Yeah, so. I love that. Thank you for that.
My pleasure.
And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here. So.
Yeah, I'm glad we got you on your break. This was good timing.
Yes, ma'am. So.
And thank you all for joining us for week 2 of Thieves of Joy. We will see you next week for week 3 of Thieves of Joy.